Henshin! Sa, gorgeous time. Hello everyone, it's Thomas Jujubee, and welcome back to another Kamen Rider Gotchard unboxing. I didn't think I would be buying more things for a while from this season, and then I watched the Gotchard vs. Legend special, and the Legend driver started to come out, and I was like, hey, I think I need that. I should probably address, you can see my hair's gone. I'm now Santa because it's, well, when I'm recording this, it's Christmas time, and this should be coming out around Christmas time as well. So yay, Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. If not, happy holidays. Here is our box. This is a big box. Like, this is, considering it's just like a couple things, this is way bigger than I think it should be. But I don't know, let's see why it is the size that it is. As usual though, today's box is sponsored by Buyee, the website that lets you buy anything from Japan. Buyee works as a middleman website that allows you to order from tons of Japanese stores like Mercari, Rakuten, Amazon Japan, Yahoo Japan, and much more. If you search by using the Japanese names, you can look through tons of different results for used or brand new items straight from Japan. All prices are even in Japanese yen and American dollars, so you can tell how much exactly you are paying. Once you find something that you want from the vast assortments, all you have to do is click it, and there's a very simple process to order it. All Buyee does is request a small fee with each purchase. That's it. From there, the item will be shipped to Buyee's warehouse, where they'll hold onto it for up to 30 days for free. At any point, you can pay for your package to be shipped straight to you, or you can combine multiple packages and ship them to you as one big package. If you want to use Buyee for yourself, thanks to them sponsoring this video, there's a link down in the description that will not only let you make your own Buyee account, but will also provide you with a coupon that provides you 10% off your first purchase. Be sure to check them out if you want a new way to order tokusatsu toys or buy other items straight from Japan. Now let's get back to the unboxing. Packing material. Here is one thing. Here's another thing. But before we get to those, there's a lot of little things which are relevant, so let's take a look at that. So since I'm getting the Legend driver, I decided I should update my Kemi card collection. So these are the cards, well, these are the Legend cards that most of them I've previously gotten from Legend Phase, what am I talking about? These are the Legend cards that I have from my unboxings of Phase 0 and 1, so all of Reiwa, and a couple of Heisei, and King Gojer, I guess. I decided I should probably get all of them. The first thing I did is I did get a couple of the, a couple of the Phase 1 cards I was missing, like Deno and Hibiki, and Build is somewhere in here. Thank you to homeboy Brandon V on Twitter for hooking me up with those. And to be honest, I did not feel like buying a Phase 2, at least at the moment. Maybe I'll do it in the future. So I just went ahead and bought the entire, like, complete Legend Rider catalog from Phase 2. There's a bunch of cards. Obviously, I did buy this for, I bought this for a specific card. I need Agito from Phase 1, because I didn't get Agito. Okay, so as I mentioned, I didn't feel like buying Phase 2 of the Gotchard cards. So as I was buying Legend cards, I did find a listing on Buyee that was just Phase 2. Like, well, not Phase 2, not exactly Phase 2 in its entirety. Because obviously there are ultra rares, commas, etc. But I believe this should be the entire set of rares. As I said, I didn't really feel like buying Phase 2, but spending a couple bucks and getting the entire card, like the entire new sound set from here, not including Legend cards, I was kind of down. I'm not going to play with all these right now. You can see other videos if you want. Also, if you want to see more footage from this unboxing, be sure to check out my Patreon, as there are a couple things in here that I'm not including in this video because they're not relevant to this video, including me playing with some of these cards. So here is Wizard. For some reason, the rarest Phase 1 card. As far as I could tell, there was like no one stateside that was selling a duplicate, and then in Japan I had to wait a couple days for one of these to come up, and it was like $10 or something. So now I have almost all of the Legend Rider cards. I am missing, I think, Phi's and O's, and I didn't buy those separately because they are in the other things. So let's finally get to the Legend Driver. And this box is really small, way smaller than I thought it would be. I'll point it out now since someone's probably going to mention it in the comment section. Yes, look, it's trademarked 2009 because they just reused the Deca Driver mold in its entirety. Ooh, I like that. That's very heavy. Like it has a weight to it, which is really cool. Here's Kuga, which I already have. So here's Phi's, which I will add into my stack right now, because again, that's one I need. And the Legend card himself, which is very beautiful, very shiny. I do quite like this card. Legend Driver. I do think it's kind of annoying you have to turn it on separate of the belt. I wish you could turn it on while it's on the belt, but who cares, I guess. Decade music now. Henshin! Oh, it's the wrong way. Zah! Gorgeous time! I love gold. Shiny gold Kamen Rider and Super Sentai forms. Shiny gold tokusatsu suits. And this is a hell of a shiny gold belt and a hell of a shiny gold suit. Be sure to check out my review if you want to hear my full thoughts on it, but I do enjoy this. I do hate this is just here though. I do love, now like, I like the original Deca Driver. I don't own any of the toys or versions of it, but like, I don't hate the thing. But I do like how this kind of improves on it almost, at least just with the fact that with your transformation card, you can do your final attack. Because in the Deca Driver, only a card would transform and only a separate card would be used to do your final attack. So I do think it's fun. There's, of course, as you maybe saw me playing with earlier, there's this. Henshin. So I think this is the first ever DX, not just Kamen Rider toy, but I think general like Super Sentai and Ultraman, just general Bandai Tokusatsu toy that has background music in it, like a background feature mode, and it's advertised on the box too. They're like, hey, or like all the marketing and stuff, they're like, look, this is a background music mode. And like, it's cool. I'm not gonna sit here and say it didn't need it, because I don't know, it's kind of fun to have it. I just wonder why. Like, why was this the toy where they went, let's test out a background feature mode? Because I thought at least they were going to put Decade music in here, so it was just going to be like adding onto the Decade joke thing, like, hey, let's put Decade music in a toy that's not Kamen Rider Decade. But no, it's his own theme. Like, it's on brand. It's just, I don't know, it's very weird. I mean, we're in an interesting era of toys regardless for Bandai because this is a retail item release. This is a toy made for a rider in a YouTube and TTFC special. Like, as far as we know, that's where he's going to exist, off in Special Land. And he's the second retail belt release of Kamen Rider Gotchard. Recent years, secondary riders, tertiary riders, their belts get shoved to premium Bandai. So this guy, granted there's no other rider, no there is a rider, and they've been shoved to premium Bandai. So this dude gets a retail release, 2 retail releases. Like, I guess they were working on cards. They were like, we're gonna make a card season. They were like, hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if we did something with Decade again? Yeah, it would be funny. What if we made a whole new rider? Okay, and then his stuff is not premium. It's retail release. Like, I don't know. Legend. Everything about Legend is fascinating. Like, it adds to the Decade Driver transformation because it goes gorgeous and then Kuga. But then the finisher is the Kuga from the Decade Driver finisher, but it's all done with one card. Like, it's so cool. And then because all the Geats riders have their own unique cards, we can use this Kekara card, a Kamen Rider that is completely CG, that transformed in one single episode and doesn't even have its own fight. It's like on screen for 5 seconds. He's in this belt. I just think that's funny as fuck. I don't have a build driver, so I really like I can get the build transformation out of this. I can finally get the Deno transformation sound because I still haven't decided to bite the bullet and buy the CSM. That's my biggest disappointment, I think, with this thing, because the gun will read it as a Legend Rider, but this reads it more like a Kemi, because if we do the attack... So it's golden attack ride instead of gorgeous, because it's going off of the Kemi programming. So I don't know, it's a little disappointing. I just really wish it had the You Are the King and the Spider Komodo's transformation. Obviously I did buy this for the gun, but I also need it for O's, and I'll have all 20 Heisei riders and all the Reiwa riders as well. I have O's also completing my Phase 1 collection from all those ages ago. And with that now, I have all of the Heisei riders. Sorry, yeah, all the Heisei riders, all of the Reiwa riders. I have all the Legend cards. I know they have the secondary rider cards, but those make the exact same sounds, so it's like the variants to me where it's like, yeah, sure, it's cool, it looks cool, but it's not going to make a new sound. This handle's very tiny. The wheel spins. Another addition to this conundrum of Legend, because it's like, so they were making all this Decade stuff, but then randomly, the gun, they decided, let's not make it a reference to Decade, not even a reference to DN. I mean, it is a reference in the fact it summons, but the design is a bike. It's a bike gun. Why? Like it's, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. I don't mind, but I'm just like, Why was this where the references stopped? This is where we decided, let's do something original. Like, I think it's kind of fun because he doesn't have a rider. Like, he's kind of meant to be the, like, I guess his own separate main rider. And instead of giving him his own entire bike rider machine, it's his gun. So they still designed a rider machine for him, but not really. Ghost Rider. Gorgeous. So it'll read them as chemis. To be fair, it's not really unique to this gun. It's kind of a Gotchard toy line thing where they'll all read all 101 chemis, and I assume all 25 riders and plus Skeets riders as well. So I guess, it doesn't really do anything unique reading them. So I guess this is like no different than the gun that shoots cards or something. But I just think that's really neat. So it makes a generic jingle, but it is able to read all 101 chemis, theoretically. So I raise a question to you. What do you think the chemi cards do in this? In the show? Do you think, do you think that, Kaguya turns into Hopper 1 if he uses this? We'll leave off with the man himself. Before I do want to point out that I did play with a bunch more of these cards in the extended footage of this, once again available on Patreon. Only $2. You also get a bunch of other exclusive perks and behind the scenes footage. Just keep that in mind going into this new year. It's always fun to have the previous anniversary rider make an anniversary sound in the belt. What? That doesn't make sense. I am curious if anyone purchased a Legend driver of their own, if they weren't even planning to get Gotchard stuff, and were like, hey, this is pretty cool. Now I need to go buy a bunch of cards and leave them on a mess on my desk. Your desk, not my desk. If you want to know my thoughts on the special he's a part of and the Legend character himself, of course, be sure to check out my uploaded review of that little double duology special thing. If you want to see that or my other future Gotchard videos as soon as they come out, once again, check out my Patreon or just subscribe to this channel. With Patreon, you will get your name here and a bunch of other exclusive perks, but with subscribing, you get to see the video when it's uploaded. So I say that's a pretty good deal as well. And I hope to see you next time.